Hi, friends, it's Mr. T here. I want to share with you probably one of my most favorite books that I like to read, and it is called Yo Hungry Wolf, and it's actually broken into three parts. So I'm going to try to get through it as fast as I can because it kind of takes a while to read. Um, the author is David Bozar, so I hope you enjoy Yo Hungry Wolf. This here's a tale of a wolf that was hungry. He had a swollen stomach, all hollow and spongy. He went to the barnyard looking for eats. He spied three pigs, all juicy and sweet. He jumps the fence to grab 'em and surprise 'em, but they see him and they flee him with the speed that belies him. The wolf ain't faking. His stomach is aching. He's gotta have pigs to cook into bacon. He runs to a shack's pig hiding place of sticks. He blows it down easy for his pork chop fix. He blows and the sticks they cave in. This pig is a goner. It's time to move in. But before Wolfie grabs him, pig and gets pigs in his jaw, this one shoots past him in a house made of straw. Two pigs are at bay in the shack made of hay. If the wolf blows it down, it's barbecue day. Uh-oh. Don't think straw is going to keep that wolf out. He goes to the house. Now he's really getting tired, but the thought of ham and rye gets him re-inspired. He blows at his foes till his lungs feel all tattered. The pigs feel exposed because their house has been scattered. Wolfie chases prey. Soon dinner he'll be hogging, but he can't keep up with the pigs, jet-like jogging. Three pigs are hiding. Their time they are biding in a house made of brick with aluminum siding. Now they're smart. Now they're getting to the safe house. Wolfie decides to give it one more chance. He sucks up some air, almost busting his pants. He lets out the air to the door with a roar, but the shack is intact as it slumps to the floor. Wolfie's plumb tuckered out, and pigs dance about, 'cause they won't get it roasted with an apple in their snout. Pigs are celebrating. The wolf they be rating, but he's got a plan for some house infiltrating. House infiltrating. I wonder what that means. Paw over paw, Wolfie climbs up the shack to slide down the chimney in a sneak swine attack. Halfway down the clothes are soiling, and the wolfie's recoiling. In the fireplace below, the pig's soup is boiling. He pops out the chimney, hits the ground with a boink. The pig shout, yeah! The pig shout, yahoo! But it sounds more like oink. Of course, pigs don't really oink. They do this. That's really what a pig sounds like. So the pigs are winners. The wolfie's getting thinner. He'll check out grandma's to see what's for dinner. So that was story number 1. And as you can see, story number 2, Little Red Riding Hood. Wolves everywhere, you know me, I'm the meanest old wolf in history. No one warned me when I saw this girl down the block, all sweetness and curls. I decided to pursue her, went right up to her, asked her where she was going. My plan was to subdue her. She said she was going to Granny's with a basket full of goodies, had a long way to travel through the pines, vines, and woodies. Now I hadn't eaten in many, many days. I was walking around in a mean, hungry haze. I had to do something. I couldn't be lazy. If I didn't eat soon, I think I'd go crazy. I got this idea and I ran off quick. Took my own little shortcut through the leaves, grass, the stick, put my feet to the ground to the feet. When I finally got to Grammy's, the girl I beat. So he's racing to Grandma's before she gets there. Now I know this seems like a happy wolf story, but listen to me. It gets pretty gory. I opened the door and saw Granny standing there. Felt the bump on my head. She hit me with a chair. I found out that grannies can be mighty rough. Though weak in physique, they're really quite tough. I finally tired the old granny out. I locked her in the closet, put a muffle on her snout. I needed a disguise to change head to toes. Now I know this sounds silly, but I put on Granny's clothes. Look at the wolf. As I relaxed, I know this sounds silly, but I put on her clothes. As I relaxed in her nightgown before beginning my chase, I was feeling kind of pretty in the old lady's lace. There was a knock at the door. It had to be the girl. I leapt across the door to the bed with a twirl, pulled the covers up fast, all the way to my eyes, feeling kind of pretty in my granny disguise. Look at that wolf. Uh-oh. This doesn't look like it's going to be very good. As the girl walked in, she pulled off her hood. Had a pang in my stomach. This had come to no good. This was not any girl I met in the woods. I was trifling with Little Red Rapping Hood. Oh boy, here's the long page. Whew. Are you ready? She said, "You wily wolf, I see through your disguise. You're not my granny, I can tell by your eyes. Your eyes are the size of those mean old wolf guys who hide in bed, so don't tell me no lies." I was taken back by Little Red's attack. It took me several seconds before I could react. I said, "Yeah, I'm your granny, but my eyes are swollen. You stung by a bee when I was out strolling." Red said, "No, you're not. You lie a lot. Just look at the size of those ears you've got. They're hairy and scary and very, very long. Don't tell me that you're granny, because I'll tell you that you're wrong." One more time I tried to ad-lib. I sat for a moment and thought up this fib. "I am your granny, but the winds can be bold. I wear the ear muffs to keep out the cold. If you're my granny, then why the big nose?" Little Red said, accusing, as she sat on my toes. "Don't tell me it's cold or you've been stung by a bee, because my granny's nose is the size of a flea." I said, "I know it's big," as I faked the sob. "I tried to improve it with a fancy nose job." When they took the bandage off and looked at my face, I was sad and mad how my nose was disgraced. Rose said, "The stories you are telling beyond belief. I know you're a wolf. Just look at those teeth. They're long and sharp and short and round. And you look foolish and ugly in my granny's nightgown." Ho, 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 ho. Little Red Riding Hood, she is getting after that wolf. But I bet something's gonna happen. As a wolf, I just couldn't take it no more. I leapt out the bed and Red ran to the door. I said, "Get out of here quick before my temper blows. I'm not your granny, but I look good in her clothes." Red ran away, and I thought that was that. I went to the wardrobe to try on a hat, heard a horrible sound, and turned around. 'Twas the sound of the door come crashing to the ground. Uh-oh, what's coming? Who knows what's coming? Yeah? Here we go. You were right. A woodsman came in and swung an axe at me. There was no time for thinking, only time to flee. The guy was as big as a big ocean whale, just kept swinging, almost getting my tail. I ran out the door still in my granny's dress. Everything seemed to blur at the time of distress. Little Red was there to get the last word. To me at that time, that seemed absurd. She said, "Yo, Wolfie, you better change your diet. Eat something else, maybe steam it or fry it, 'cause girls and grannies aren't made to be eaten. If you try it again, you'll just get a beaten." I'll tell you what, that's not a lady I'd mess with, that Little Red Riding Hood. So wolves everywhere, hear what I'm confessing. Pay no attention to me and learn your lesson. Since meeting Little Red, I've been in a daze. It took me a while, but I'm changing my ways. Now when I walk down the street, I'm not booed. I don't chase no one 'cause I'm eating junk food. No more little girls or grannies for me. I'm dunking cookies and coffee or donuts in tea. And now you see the last story, The Boy Who Cried Wolf. There's a shop down the street where a boy sells donuts, tart and sweet, coconut, vanilla, chocolate with cherries, plain with holes, filled up with berries. Business has been slow at the shop. The passer-by just will not stop. They whiz off by, off to work they go. They're bringing this boy some financial woes. The bakery, he doesn't know what to do. He's trying to sell his donuts. The boy sat and thought and wondered about it. Then he got an idea and he decided to shout it. In an effort to grab the smart donut buyer, he opened up the door and he screamed out, "Fire!" People came running into the store, off the sidewalk and through that door. Everyone said, "Hey, where's the smoke?" But the boy just laughed at his little joke. Oh boy. Yikes. He said, "Yo, look, there are no flames. This is just one of my little games to get you here to buy my treats before you go back out into the streets. There's no way that we'll buy your wares," the crowd said, giving him angry stares. They were mad at the joke he played. Everyone left and no one delayed. They went away. They wouldn't buy a thing, not a corn muffin, not a jelly ring. The boy needed a way to bring them in again. He marked down the price, 1 free with 10. Now, that's a little bit smarter than telling a lie. It's a little smarter to actually maybe make them cheaper. Right? He gave a thought, but the time was brief. He ran to the door and yelled out, "Stop, thief!" People came from every direction to his shop of sweet confection. They said, "Yo, where's the one that did all the stealing?" Then the boy blushed with an uneasy feel and said, "I was kidding. I wasn't robbed." I backed away from that angry mob. The boy just shook. His face went pale. Once again he feared there'd be no sale. He stood all alone there in his store with donuts piled up from the ceiling to the floor. So he had donuts all the way to the ceiling. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I could handle that. Pardon me for interrupting this time, but I've been off these pages biding my time. Throughout this book, I barely had a meal, but this bakery story could be a good deal. What do you think's going to happen, everybody? Do you think it could be, well, you'll see. The wolf walked in and closed the door. The boy was scared right down to the core. He said, "Stay away or I'll scream." The wolf grabbed an eclair filled with cream and just started eating. Look at him. He said, "Go ahead and yell real loud. Go ahead and cry out for that crowd. Folks won't come because donuts you'll be taking. They won't believe you. They're going to think that you're faking." Oh, look at him go. Look at him just munch. Wolfie ate and ate till he could eat no more. As the boy cried for help out the door, when the wolf was done, nothing left to do, he walked away, leaving the little boy blue. Later on, the boy would tell what had happened when the wolfie ate his donuts all the time that he was rapping. He said, "I'm not lying, I'm not deceiving," but the people just laughed. No one believed him. That's what happens when you say it too many times. People will all of a sudden not believe if you just keep telling lies. Last page. And the wolf went home and got into bed with visions of donuts still in his head. Under his quilts, all warm and cozy, he was filled with happiness from head to toesies. He thought of the day and the things that he did, chasing pigs in Granny's bed and where he hid. Little Red the Axeman, the boy in sorrow, he wondered how he'd get 3 squares tomorrow. Looks pretty happy, doesn't he? Doesn't have to go around chasing Little Red Riding Hood, chasing all those pigs, having that giant Axeman coming after him like that. He's just relaxing in his bed, eating donuts and eclairs and all that good stuff. Of course, it's not really good stuff, but it tastes pretty good. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed Yo Hungry Wolf, and I hope you guys have an awesome, awesome, awesome day. Bye.